So this first piece of equipment right here is just a little light that can mount right on top of your camera. It can mount on top of a handle if you have a camera handle. It also has 4 different intensities, and the great thing is that it runs on 5 AA batteries. The second piece of equipment I want to talk about is my Zion Crane handle. It's a gimbal, and what a gimbal does is your camera will attach to it right here. And you can turn it on. It has a motor inside of it. I actually think it has several motors inside of it. If you're a filmmaker and you don't have a stabilizer yet, highly recommend looking into getting one. This one, I think you can even find them used for under 100 bucks. More recently, I did buy a new gimbal, and this is a Zion Crane. It's basically the big brother of my previous gimbal. I just love this gimbal. It's a little bit more heavy duty. You do have a Bluetooth option on the handle part of it, so I can control where the camera looks with my thumb while I'm holding on to the handle right here. And the battery life is pretty good as well. I've never run out of battery on a shoot. It's also just great to be able to hold the handles. You get a lot more stabilization because you're more wide versus holding a gimbal with both of your hands like that, like my old gimbal. So one thing that I always bring to music video shoots, especially with rappers, is a stack of fake money. And I have used it in several more of my videos. So if there's one thing I can recommend to all you hip-hop videographers who might be watching this video, invest some cash into some fake cash. One thing that I don't see a lot of videographers talking about is rubber bands. I can't tell you guys how much of a lifesaver it is to have rubber bands with you when you're shooting. Say I'm shooting a video in the woods and I want to film a little behind the scenes while I'm using my actual camera. Now if I take out a rubber band, find a stick in the woods, stick the stick in the ground, tie a rubber band around my phone, put it on the stick, boom, I just made a tripod. So, you never know when you could use a rubber band on a video shoot. So when I'm shooting audio and it's for an interview, right now I am shooting with a Rode lavalier microphone. It plugs directly into my iPhone. I don't have to have an audio recorder for it. It does get very, very good sounding audio.
I told you I had to shoot Dubai. That's the video I was shooting. I took a little money out of the account.
The only problem that I've ever had using this microphone is one time it was plugged into my phone. My phone wasn't on airplane mode and somebody called me in the middle of an interview that I was shooting, and when the phone call came in on my phone, the audio stopped recording and I had to use my backup mic's audio instead, which didn't sound as good. So that's the only downside about using a mic that plugs into your phone, is you just gotta be careful about people calling you while you're using it to record audio. For music video shoots, I do use the JBL 4 speaker. It's super loud, connects via Bluetooth, and it's waterproof. Highly durable, very loud speaker, and it's super portable. The battery life lasts me like probably a week, and then I give it a little recharge for a few hours and it's good for another week. So it's a great speaker for the price. Each of these lenses that I have has a different look. Let me just start off with the prime lenses. The one with the lens cap on is a standard Canon 50mm prime lens. I think it's an f2.8, so you can get pretty shallow depth of field with it. This other prime lens is a Canon 50mm 1.4. This gets a very, very crisp imagery. It's very sharp. The colors that it gets are very cinematic. So this next lens is just my kit lens. It's a standard lens. It came with my camera. The great thing about the Canon kit lens is that you can change the focal length, so you can shoot closer up and a little bit farther away subjects without having to switch out the lens. So probably my favorite lens to use, and the one that I think gives me the most distinct look on my videos, is the Rokinon 8mm fisheye. What's great about this lens is it's super wide. I can get very close up to my subjects and see a lot more of the background. And it gives it a kind of a warped look, but not too much to the point where you're noticing it too much. It's I think $275 lens. I got it originally for filming skate videos. It's also really good for creative shoots like music videos, taking photos. I don't see a lot of people using the fisheye lenses. This is my Canon 80D. LCD. It's my primary camera right now. You can film 60 FPS at full HD, which means you can do slow motion at full HD, and it takes really good images as well. And it's been a great camera for me for probably 2 years now. The great thing also about it is that it does have the flip out LCD screen, which you can flip around to show the person who you're filming what they look like. You know, it's not too small, it's not too big, it just feels like it fits perfectly in my hand. The lens I have on it right now is my 55 by 250 lens, so I can zoom up really close onto my subjects if I'm farther away and get more depth behind them, kind of blur out the background a little bit more. Or I can bring it in and shoot slightly closer up as well, and the image quality on it is really nice. So next we have some of my microphones that I use. This one on the left here is my Rode shotgun microphone, and this can just rest on top of my camera. This is great for run and gun shoots where I'm trying to capture some audio, if that's people talking or if I'm just doing quick interviews. And then I have these two mics. These are my Tascam microphones. These are kind of just backup mics. What you can do is you can hide these in a scene by people who are talking and pick up really good audio close up without having them wear a shirt mic or trying to capture audio through your camera. You can actually put these really up close to the people who are talking and pick up great audio. This is just a camera handle that I use. I can just strap my camera onto this, and I can get lower with this. I can get a little bit higher and kind of rest it on my shoulder if I need to get a steadier shot. Some little stuff I do have in my camera bag as well are just my Venner visual stickers, which I pass out to people who do music videos with me, and some cleaning equipment, just super basic camera cleaning equipment here. You know, you got your squeezer to blow out dust out of your lens and your sensor, you got your lens rag right here, and you also have I also have a little pen that I can do circles around the lens and also brush off some of the dust. Now I'm gonna turn the camera around here and show you guys the last few items that I have. So this right here is my DJI Phantom 3 standard drone. It's very useful for just, you know, filming things like setting the scene in a music video or getting a drone shot of an office building. Then of course I do have my Manfrotto tripod. This is a photo tripod, so it doesn't have a swivel head on it for video. It's more so for just setting my camera on top of it and letting it run. Obviously it's very small, but it can expand to up to 5 feet tall, I believe. And then last but not least, I do have a lighting kit. So I have a 3-point lighting kit. Obviously here you can see 2 of the lights. This one is a little different. I bought this one separately. This is a color light. So when I move the knob on the back, I can change this light color to any color in the color spectrum. I can change the hue and the saturation. It helps give me all sorts of ideas for shooting inside. When you can light a scene in whatever color you want to, the options are endless. So now that I've shown you guys all my gear and kind of made this mess in my room, I'm gonna be signing off to edit this video and get it out there on the internet. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know, hopefully you'll give it a like and subscribe to my channel. So again, guys, I'll include links in the description to all the gear that you saw today if you're interested. If you have any questions about any of the gear that I showed you guys in the video, hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram name is @VenterVisuals. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm Jake Venner. Peace out.